I think that the game was very similar to the first game in Milwaukee, except the roles were reversed. You know, and certainly I'd love to see a game where both teams play at their A-game level on the same night. I've always said Rob is one of the most I think, appreciated coaches in the country when he's done what he's done at Milwaukee. Some of that is because of the shadow of what Butler's done. But if he's almost anywhere else, you know, he's looked at he's a guy that gets more notoriety nationally. I know amongst his peers he's viewed as a terrific coach. This league is a tough league. In terms of my team, you know, the one thing you can say whatever you want. The record is on me. But what I want you to understand is that these kids, to bounce back and show their resiliency night in and night out, is a credit to who they are and what they've come from. And that's the most pleasing thing for me. You know, to lose, you know, you look at the score, the game against Friday, it's not like we dominated a lot of statistics. The only statistical stat against Green Bay we didn't win was offensive rebounding. You know, and you come back with a loss, as a coach, it's not like I can run in the locker room and tell them we played awful. We outshot them. We turned them over more. We did a lot of good things. The bottom line was the last 3 minutes of the game, we allowed another team to come into our gym and want to win more, just for 3 minutes. And, you know, for them to come back and play the best 40-minute effort we've played all year shows a lot for them. So I was pleased with the outcome. And I thought Kendall Griffin and Jason Cuffey really provided early in the first half, you know, before the score, or throughout the first half. They gave us some great minutes that didn't lead to scoring. You know, Donlon was aggressive, Vance Hall was aggressive. We were an aggressive team tonight at every position, not just one or two guys. And, you know, hopefully this isn't a one-time deal. That'll be the key for our team. You know, can we become a team where different guys step up on different nights? And if we can, we'll be very difficult to guard because we have defended well within our league pretty much all year. So, pace. You know, you can't cut slowly and then expect to make shots when you have athletes flying at you. You have to move hard and get into your shots quick and get into your drives quicker, and then use the athleticism of other players against them by driving them. And then they'll close out a little shorter, then you make shots. You know, and that was the big thing for our game. And I thought we had great spacing. Milwaukee's they're very hard to spread out, and I thought we did a good job of spreading them out because we drove the ball, because we made some threes and some shots against them. He's certainly not the player he has shown to be throughout this whole season. This is obviously a high end right now for him, what he did today. We needed to meet somewhere in the middle, and if we do, he's going to turn out to finish the year very strongly as a sophomore.
I just wondering what was different about him.
You know, Vance, he's a really tough young man. He is. That's why you play him, and he's smart. He knows what to do. He's trying to understand because he can make threes, people are going to close to him a certain way. He's got to know before every catch what he's going to do with the ball. Before every catch. He's got to be a guy that when you write about him or talk about him or coaches talk about him, he's a player that people say he knows he's 2 plays ahead of everybody else. Because if he's 2 plays behind everybody else athletically, and that's just a fact. So in order to make up for that, he's got to be 2 plays ahead, and I think he's adjusting to that. I don't think it was the concussion. I think that probably took a few days, but this long a period of time, I think it was more of just he's still adjusting to that part of the game. Sir, I think that the next step is trying to see if we can do it again against Detroit. Play consistent, handle their pressure. Their pressure really bothered us in game 1. You know, we're not going to be able to be as fluid offensively at times because they have more guys. You know, Milwaukee can't deny every pass at every position. Detroit can. And you've got to be patient and still play with pace. And that's the tougher part. But certainly to your point, yeah, if we can keep building and this isn't just a one-game thing, you know, we could become a team that's very, very difficult to beat. Because the one thing this team has guarded all year. I mean, this team has defended pretty well all season. We have some holes, but they defended pretty well. And you know, tonight obviously the offense was terrific. But even if it wasn't terrific and it was just average, maybe we score 58, and that still would have been good enough to win.